plays games with Jay.
Blood.
Blood is wet. Blood is wet.
Byakuya said it himself, not to touch it or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it would absolutely would have gotten blood on it. Well, maybe the culprit washed it so nobody would know they'd use it?
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh yeah, true.
Don't talk.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? Huh? Blood was camouflage? What if, after the killer used a tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know, they could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead? No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden. He got blood from right... The chicken! No!
The most tragic death yet.
Oh my god. This is fucked up. As I believe we talked on the Let's Play before.
Oh yeah,
chickens.
your traumatic chicken event.
Oh my god.
I forget which playthrough that was in.
It's Kirby. Oh my god.
Go watch that for more info.
Oh god, okay. Could have been chicken blood. What? Chicken blood?
Jay just goes like blue screen of death on me. He just stops talking.
Oh my god. When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
And then the car, nope.
No.
No.
But after the murder, there were only 4. So you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up. Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
That's the spirit.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't have be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand. They covered it beforehand? When you discovered the body, was it wearing a coat like you normally would? I think so. No, it's... Wait, no, the head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves. Then that settles it. Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what? Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with a tarp. Then later at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off? That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult. Huh? They already had the coat already, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time. Maybe, but still... Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on? No, I headed off to the gym and Makoto didn't show up till later. Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say? That's not... Don't bother saying it's not possible. Ugh.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Disguised dead body. Okay.
Well, then it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again our suspects are him and Kyoko.
You're serious, man. Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin, 50-50 odds. Oh! See? Pretty good idea, right? No, not that. I just remember something super
Shut
serious.
up! Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt? The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it? I'm pretty sure I've seen that knife somewhere before. That's why what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto? You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it, it's just...
You hid it?
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her. Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I had to prove that I didn't murder anyone and I'm not the killer. Alright, so this is Luchador, right? And he showed up in my room. But then Kyoko saved me? Huh, okay. The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that. If we did have that knife before then. That seals it. Makoto did it! Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer? Oh, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. He took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Oh shit. Disguised dead body? Right? Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. And then, stabbed. The part we talking about stabbed. Where is the... Oh, okay. Break. Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard. Lies! We never talked about what killed her! No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with a tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that bloodstained coat until after they were dead. Okay, fine, so what? So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her. Maybe you stabbed her twice, once to kill her and once to cover it up. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see in the Monokuma file. The Monokuma files clearly states that there was only one stab wound. Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that. Then the knife was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice a stab wound, then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me. I'll tell ya. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion. I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her we won't make any headway on this.
Alright, and then it's the, fragments. After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion. Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before. It's only natural because, of course.
Is it natural, Jay?
Shut up. We saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb. Is Byakuya holding the piece in his hand in that picture?
I didn't look at the picture.
Oh, then the explosion was because he was holding something red. I was like, what is that? Like a screwdriver, maybe? Oh, it's probably the screwdriver. Never mind. And the explosion was the cause of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who'd benefit from that is the only other possible suspect, you, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim. That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Monokuma file. Oh, that's it. All right. There was something out there. I do remember. I think this is it, but like it was like there was blunt struck in the head with something thick. Okay. Other wounds, but they're several days old. Okay. Alrighty.
And shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure, I guess. Well, yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah, according to the Monokuma file, there's gotta be it. There was evidence that shows she was hit in the back of the head. Of her head, or something, yeah.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Worn fresh, which only leaves. Wait, yeah, that's okay. Then now I'm a little confused about what they hit because the body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. It was hit in the head with metal pipe. Okay, so wasn't because of the knife. Bless you.
Does that contradict
Nope.
that?
No, it doesn't contradict that. Okay. Okay, hold on. What's
If nothing contradicts the Monokuma file, what do you need to do?
Okay. Explosion didn't kill her for sure, right? Okay, yada yada. It wasn't because of the knife, there's only one other thing. She was hit on the back of her head. But what am I hitting with this? More than that. The wounds, several wounds across the body. I guess to the knife, like when Kyoko was saying, it's not because of the knife, is it?
This one is a little, no. So.
Okay.
You absorbed the right bullet, so we'll absorb that.
Okay. Okay.
There's evidence that shows she was hit on the back of her head, right?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then what is being contradicted here? What part are they? If we know that she was hit on the back of her head.
Yet to be determined. The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Oh, is it literally the first thing? Like, oh,
yeah.
That's so dumb. Why can't we just talk?
Makoto's like, why do you give me this like little pointy gun? Like, can we just talk for once?
Everyone's like, Makoto, what are you talking about?
We just watch you stand there for like, and you make us repeat the conversation over and over again.
You're like, you keep waving at like the air randomly. Like, Makoto died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered. What about all the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it? The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds. Oh yeah, good point. If they're old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way, the balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal and then call it an accident.
More like a favor to everyone here. I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Oh my god. Ha ha, I feel the same. Looks like we're on the same page this time. Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know. We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master!
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon. No. Is it the arrows? That's not a blunt weapon. Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo. An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed, there's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey, how dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think. I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Okay.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure? You don't sound convinced. What's the problem? Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems just an arrow would be too thin. I know what that is. Oh fuck. Okay.
You have no right!
Okay. The arrow itself, because it's too thin, but it's like titanium, right? And it's not heavy or whatever, so. It's gonna thick as a. No. Never mind.
So Jay, if I hit, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Okay. It was okay. I believe titanium arrow is the correct bullet, but
I want you to open the menu real quick. What does the Monokuma file say?
thick as a pipe or whatever.
Thick as a pipe. Is that arrow thick as a pipe?
No, it's not. So are we actually contradicting that it's not the weapon? What's the weapon? This wooden block key? That's not thick as a pipe. This duct tape isn't thick as a pipe.
Pause it.
Hold on. Too thin. Are we copying that and be like?
No. Pause it. Go to your bullets.
I guess.
Yeah, after this, yeah. So.
Yeah.
Let's think. We gotta figure out. We know that the wound was as thick as what?
A pipe.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
I think you can do this. I think it'll be more satisfying if you think it through.
They use the chicken.
Yeah, you got it.
The only our bullets are woodblock key, titanium arrows, and bloody duct tape.
Okay.
None of these are thick as a pipe.
Well.
Is there really the wooden block key?
Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so it's not the. I get the answer will make sense. Just think about it.
Yeah.
Think of these. The only items, I'll say my hint to you.
Yeah.
Is these three things are the only things you need to think about. Maybe not even three of them. Two of them.
these two? What, did they like tape? They used duct tape or something and made it a bat?
Made what a bat?
The arrow? That's a lot of duct tape.
So you think they wrapped duct tape around one arrow and made
all the arrows. There's 10 of them. Okay.
So
it was the murder weapon. Well, what am I contradicting? It's like if they made a super bat based off of all these arrows
how did they make the bat?
with the duct tape, right?
What, so tell me, just to be sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
What exactly did the killer do?
Took all 10 arrows, bundled it up with duct tape.
Okay. And right now, what are they arguing right now? They're saying
the arrow's impossible because it's too thin.
And so what piece of evidence will prove it's not too thin? What did they use to make it not too thin?
Duct tape.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
is it too thin? I'm conscious. Like that's the thing. I'm like, am I shooting at too thin?
What are you? So bloody duct tape contradicts what? That they think it's
Too thin.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll never get the hang of this.
That's why I'm here. But it's a pretty clever one arrow, but wrap the arrows.
Oh, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
It's okay, son.
I'm so focused on how weird the wording of this game is that I'm like,
Don't worry, young Jay. I am here for you.
Okay, you're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon. Another weapon? Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Were you even listening? Do you listen to anything? Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Also, didn't we talk to Kyoko? Wasn't she there when we first explored? No, she wasn't. She was gone. Never mind. Oh,
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence? Yeah, it's the fucking key. The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here, the key to the dojo locker. And how does that prove anything? Because I found it in your room. It was in my room.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
I mean, I do the Christian. No, it's not that. It's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know. And also, I should really lock my doors. I was just protecting you. What? She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you, don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really, but you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Is Byakuya the killer? No, I mean he did. If that picture was him holding the bomb, and maybe. When the body was found, okay.
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
What does that mean?
You should understand that more than anyone here. Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me. There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker. And then left the locker in the key in my own room, correct? But could I have really done that? That's right. That's right. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, Byakuya, you're going fucking down if this is true. Could I have really done that? Proof. Where is it? Oh shit. If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room. Huh? Why not? Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand. No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I? The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. Danger. What's up, Danger? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. I feel like it's obvious to pursue the lie. There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie.
Isn't that right, Kyoko? You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie then? Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. Oh god. What is this? Kyoko's account. Oh, let me read it. Kyoko's account. Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school, to sneak into the second she has. Yep. Okay. I didn't have the key to my room. I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't have possibly gotten into my room. Oh, I fast forwarded by accident. How else could the key have gotten there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Let's just say this. Well,
Oh, whoops. Monokuma's secret tool? Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room. Then I guess that's it.
you're giving up just like that. You admit to killing.
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means. Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't a killer?
Okay, time's up.
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up. All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
What the fuck? But that's ridiculous. Since when is there any...
It's because you were late. So the trial started late and time ran out. So then it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Yo, what? Oh no. Kyoko, no.
Good job, you got it right. Brilliantly right.
We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
I prepared an extra special punishment this time. Is everyone ready? Okay then. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Oh no, not this again. Oh god. What? Oh my god. What the hell? Jeez. I have a theory, but I'm gonna wait. Oh no, Kyoko. Oh. And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end. I still have to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or, regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me, I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial, and in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We'd obtain peace in exchange for the lives of all others. What? 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 What the heck? What? This is weird and fucked up. I get a bad ending? Do I have to fucking try this again? Oh, thank God. No, this isn't right. Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Did Jay make a bad decision?
This is what the fuck?
Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim? Well, Jay? No, we're still going. Keep going.
Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to. Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? It's fucked up that the game's dialogue made me be like, this is the opposite decision. And it's like, actually, it's not the right decision. But I wonder if it would force me to choose that decision anyway if I chose something else. Or would it just forego the entire cutscene? What's run away? What's the difference of let it go and run away? I just literally leave? I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with that Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room.
I'm
That it
sorry.
was someone else.
In Makoto's wild fantasy of a dark future, Aoi just bears everyone's child and Toko just dies. Dude, Makoto sucks. What the fuck? All right. But who else could it have been? I mean, Byakuya had her room key, right?
What are you trying to imply? But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second, you got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case. Huh? A hidden side? First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said it's a trap the Mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up.
Oh boy. Not another...
Time's up. Class trial's all over.
Time's up. Oh man. What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
No way, are we fucking doing this again? Oh, what? Okay, you have to tell me. Did I choose right? We can't let this episode run any longer.
Keep it going.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Interesting. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry.
It's all your fault.
Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I... Kyoko, I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Oh, God. Jeez, what the heck? How's Makoto gonna get out of this one? Or maybe he doesn't, and we just take control of Kyoko as the main character. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Is it gonna stop? Or... What? What?
Now we'll stop. See you next time, everybody.